You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans, I've got your early weekly spoilers for September 29th through October 3rd. We're going to talk about Stephanie getting stalked and Rachel spiraling out. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please reach down, click that subscribe button. As we always do on early edition day, we start with what's coming the rest of this week, and then we dive into what is coming next week. With that in mind, on Wednesday, September 24th, we have Kayla wondering if her daughter Stephanie is nervous, and it may be about moving in with Alex because Kayla is over at Stephanie's place helping her pack. But I mean, honestly, these two have moving boxes and packing tape. Can they not literally walk Stephanie's stuff right across the hall into Alex's door? Did they rent a U-Haul to move her across the hall as well? I mean, this is just weirdness from the props department, I think. So Abe and Julie are chatting with Foster at the bookstore, the owner. And I do wonder, because they're looking at paperwork, if Julie and Abe are considering acquiring the bookshop together. And then Foster has some sort of medical incident. He is grabbing his head. He's in excruciating pain. It could be an aneurysm, a stroke, a really bad migraine, a tumor, so many possibilities. Julie gets Foster over to University Hospital, and Dr. Kayla Brady checks him out. So we're also going to have Kayla giving Stephanie and Julie an update on Foster's condition. So Julie may reassure him that she will take good care of the bookstore so that he can focus on his health, move closer to family, whatever he needs to do. Abe also spends some time on Wednesday bonding with his son Theo as they have a meal at the Brady pub. Paulina thinks Theo should take the job and work for DiMera Enterprises. This is, of course, Tony's proposal, but I wonder if Abe's going to think it's a good idea. If you don't remember, his late wife, Lexi, died because she was exposed to toxins in the DiMera tunnels. And Abe has always cautioned Theo to use his discernment when it comes to the DiMera side of his family. Chanel and Johnny are chatting at their apartment, really excited about their adoption plans. But I do wonder if Sophia is going to try her best to mess up their shot to adopt Tesoro. Sophia seems very alarmed because when she overheard Chanel talking about their good chances to adopt the baby, she had this shocked face. And I think she just doesn't want the baby adopted that close to Tate. Sophia gets together with Melinda and she is stressed out. And I wonder if Sophia is going to tell Melinda why she's worried about Johnny and Chanel adopting the baby. And of course, Melinda will probably cook up a new scheme. She always has a scheme at the ready. On Thursday, September 25th, we've got Chad and Kat getting romantic. Looks like they're alone together, more kissy face. And Chad says they need a new place to meet. So he had talked about kind of taking their relationship public and kind of not. But I think he also doesn't want to be there right under Felicity's nose. And of course, he lives at the Horton house. That's problematic. So are they going to get a room at the Salem Inn and heat things up? Also, if you remember, Kat's brother, Doctor Mark Greene, who almost killed Chad on Clyde's orders, is getting parole. So he may be back to Salem. He may even be staying with Kat, and I'm sure that Chad doesn't want to interact with him. Sophia is back to scheming and targeting Chanel and Johnny on Thursday. And I can definitely see Sophia being selfish, trying to split them up to distract them from getting baby Tesoro by making it look like Johnny does something inappropriate with Holly, because she is going to be taking some pictures of her with her phone during the blackout. And I think she may send them to Johnny to just cause problems across the board. I can understand from a scheming standpoint why Sophia wouldn't want that baby adopted into Tate's extended family, because then they're going to be looking at the kid and going, that baby looks a lot like if Tate and Sophia had a kid. Questions are going to be raised. EJ gets cornered by Belle. She's got some things to say. She still has a lot on her mind since she dumped him after the explosive scene in court during Johnny's trial, but they are together in an elevator when the power goes out in Salem. So I wonder if sparks will fly for EJ and Belle, even though the power lines are down. Marlena passes out again. Is this related to her dreams? Is it some kind of mind control thing? Is it simply stress and exhaustion? Sarah said that Marlena's test results all came back just fine. Speaking of Dr. Horton, she tries talking to her estranged hubby, Xander. She wants to convince him of something, and it looks like she's trying to talk him into doing couples therapy. Obviously, Marlena thinks this is a good idea as well. They may be together during the blackout. Friday, September 26th, Stephanie is doing a Q&A session, and I wonder if she is interacting online anonymously as Anastasia Sands or something like that. Or it could be something about the hospital. So Stephanie is going to be stalked this week by somebody, the same somebody that we saw last week. And it looks increasingly like it is Jeremy Horton, who should be back during the first week of October. More blackout drama on Friday. Gabby, Brady, and Philip are trapped together. And I do wonder if Philip is going to bring up to Gabby about the listening device that he and Xander found last week. Sarah and Xander agree about something during the blackout. Maybe it's marriage counseling. They do share a passionate kiss. All that love is still there, but one of them could tap the brakes on this kiss thing. I mean, they can't go from being estranged to doing the deed. Probably not a good idea, but it's nice to know the chemistry is still there for them. Chanel and Felicity get some help from Alex during the blackout, and I wonder if they wind up stuck in Sweet Bits. And Gwen may also be stuck during the blackout. She is down in the under construction area of that defunct area of the hospital that they are building the new secret science lab. And I think that's where the Tom Horton Free Clinic is also going to be as a cover. The week of September 29th through October 3rd, EJ may be wondering about the questions that Kat is asking, and Chad, of course, is still wondering about her supposed ex that she's been texting with, which I understand why it was a good lie before, but now then she and Chad are kind of semi-officially, not officially seeing each other. She shouldn't be texting with her ex. So are they going to have to come up with a new cover story? Looks like Jeremy is the one stalking Stephanie, but we may not see his face for another week or so. Sophia continues to wreak havoc. Basically, she's Salem's younger generation of Jan Spears. Are Johnny and Chanel going to break up over her latest stunt? She already ruined Holly and Tate. Marlena's symptoms worsen, and very soon we are supposed to see little Rachel Black spiraling out of control. Alice Halsey ended taping in May to work on the reboot of Little House on the Prairie. She's actually the main character, Laura, by the way. And I think that they are going to cover her absence with a trip to the pediatric wing of Bayview Mental Hospital once she spirals totally out of control.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.